All right, just very quickly, so that you know, there was a Kiwi blog have pointed out, and well done for Kiwi blog too, editorial on this issue. But you remember I started this morning's program by suggesting that New Zealand First campaign about the renaming of New Zealand without any public or even deep political involvement has occurred as a result of public servants, largely in the main, and of the media in this country. But as part of that, there was been sort of outrage that Winston Peters had commented upon shall we say, the fact that somebody who'd renamed Aotearoa, the Green MP, who had renamed Ricardo Menendez, or whatever his name is, God, I'm sure that's not his name, but it'll do, had utilised the word Aotearoa instead of New Zealand in a question to Parliament. And as Winston Peters rightly pointed out, when did we change this country's name? Question I had to ask my local council too when they did exactly the same in a council paper. But the interesting thing was that he was saying that the mainstream media had concentrated so much on that particular issue, and particularly upon why the Prime Minister hadn't commented on that and how dreadful it was that he hadn't commented upon the apparent xenophobic racism of Winston Peters on this issue. But as Kiwi Blog points out, there have been a number of other issues upon which the media have not asked the Prime Minister's view, and in particular on the violent nature of their rhetoric of Debbie Rawapaka, for example, and suggesting that Captain Cook was basically properly killed and he was a colonist and a rapist and genocidal maniac, and thank God he's dead, basically, sort of thing. Actually, pretty much, I think I've paraphrased exactly what she said. And then there was this rally that happened in Auckland over the weekend against the Destiny Church, at which the Green Party leader or co-leader Chloe Swarbrick spoke. And the violent rhetoric that was attached to that, not from the Destiny Church, can I say, but from those who were organising the counter-revolution. Sorry, did I say revolution? The counter-protest. But that particular protest was organised by Dr. Emily Rakati, or Emmy Rakati, as she calls herself. And it just goes to show she is a lecturer at Auckland University. She's a doctor. She lectures in the arts and education and social sciences. But when you go to have a look at who she is, this is, and you want to talk about communism, this is how she describes herself on Auckland University's website. I am a critical Marxist scholar, in other words, I'm a commie, working in the activist/academic tradition. The goal of my work is to demonstrate how social problems originate in the structure of society itself, and to argue for organised class struggle as a means of changing that structure. I was educated as a participant in New Zealand's social movements and carry a keen interest in how theoretical work can inform and guide practical action. I helped to found the prison abolitionist organisation People Against Prisons Aotearoa in 2015, and have the group's press spokesperson, Dr. Emmy Rakati. She's a lecturer paid for by the New Zealand taxpayer at Auckland University, and a self-confessed communist, critical Marxist scholar working to overthrow this country. Now, I wouldn't mind if she was all of those things, but the moment that she gets paid state funding from the New Zealand taxpayer to overthrow the society in which we live, I draw a line. What do you think?